Our Jewish story of the day today is about the Druze and the Jews. The Israeli Air Force today delivered what officials are calling an exceptional amount of humanitarian aid to members of the Druze community in Syria. This is according to the Israeli public broadcaster KAN. This comes as the persecuted Druze community is under attack from the new Syrian regime, which is an Islamic fundamentalist regime that has targeted the Druze, which is a religious minority. The Druze have long been persecuted by governments in the Middle East, including the Turkish and the Syrian governments. And the Israelis have long been their allies and have stepped up to protect them from persecution and violence and attempted ethnic cleansing when no other government would. In this case, an Israeli transport helicopter delivered food to the Syrian Druze community, marking the first time that Israel has delivered aid to the Druze there. It's intended to enable the Druze to deal with the humanitarian challenges that they're facing in Syria. This food was brought to the Druze just hours after Druze civilians were evacuated to Israel for medical treatment, but Israel is treating them in Israel. Now, early Friday morning, the Israel Defense Forces also conducted an airstrike in Damascus near the area where the new Syrian president, Ahmad Hussein al-Shara, has his palace. He called it a dangerous escalation. The Israelis, of course, are seeking to protect their allies, the Druze, who also have a substantial population in Israel, from being ethnically cleansed by the new Syrian regime. That is the fear among the Druze community in Syria, that there's going to be attempted ethnic cleansing by this new government in Syria, and there already have been attacks, lethal attacks on the Druze community and persecution by this new Islamic fundamentalist regime in Syria. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel, as well as the Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz, have said that they're not going to allow any harm to come to the Druze community. In a joint statement between their offices, they said, quote, "This is a clear message to the Syrian regime. We will not allow forces to be sent south of Damascus or any threat to the Druze community." The Prime Minister said that he had instructed the IDF to, quote, "defend a Druze village in southern Syria," end quote, after Syrian forces launched a security operation in that area. Now, last Wednesday, the IDF also struck a Syrian extremist group that they said was planning to attack the Druze. And on Thursday, Syrian Druze sent a plea to the international community asking for help against the recent attacks on their community by the new Syrian regime. Sheikh Mawafaq Tarif, who's the spiritual leader of the Druze community in Israel, told Netanyahu on Friday that he was grateful for Israel's actions in support of his community in Syria. I'm going to be staying on top of this story. I'll have more for you soon.